Hey everyone, Waddler-D here, and I have some news for you all, and basically updating you on everything that has been kind of happening in this very, very crazy time. It has been possibly one of the weirdest years that I've ever witnessed in my life. Not gonna lie, it's not something I was expecting, and I was really thinking 2020 would be a really good year, and well, carpet pulled right from under. And as a result, we have 2020. Though I do feel that I have finally understood the reason why I've been having such a very difficult time restarting this channel. And as a result, I want to explain myself to you all and to why this channel has been basically rotting away as much as it has been. And that I finally figured out the puzzle that is just some things in my mind. And of course, I've said this multiple times again and again, but I'm going to have to dig a lot deeper here and just kind of tell you the start of when things went wrong. And that this was actually something that started well beforehand. And the reason why I did this channel to begin with and where it ended up, and now my new concept behind this channel. To begin, this channel arose from just me wanting to show off the work on Super Mario RPG Remix at the time, now Revolution, and I just kind of wanted to do it and try it out and see what it'd be like, and sure enough, I had fun with it, and as a result, I kind of got a little obsessed with it because there was something that was plaguing me pretty much through most of my life, and as a result it has kind of led to the restarts or the attempted restarts of this channel to falter considerably because I always would look at the past, and as a result that's where we've been for the past 4 or 5 years, and I can tell you exactly when things started to change for me when it came to this channel. And it really started when I kind of branched out in a way where I was like, you know what, I kind of want to see how I can improve my craft with these videos, and I ended up trying out this place called Let's Play Forums. And before I go any further, I have nothing, I don't feel any remorse of making that decision and going to that forum. My only regret really is what came after that, where it's called the Let's Play Forums dot. It's Let's Play something .net. That was possibly some of the dumbest things I've done. I tried to basically feel like a bigger part. The other biggest regret I had is this stupid video that got a ton of attention because I was just feeling inferior and I wanted to find ways to grow one way or another, and that led to everything. That led to basically the beginning of the fall of this channel, and looking back on it, it's like, yeah, that's pretty much where things started to go south and no way back. But at the same time, the things I've learned from it, I kind of kept in my pocket or in the back of my head, and it's like, yeah, this is something I should probably do more of, something I should do less of. And what resulted is that I became a bit of a perfectionist when it came to these videos. I basically sat down and kind of got gridlocked in making these videos for you guys, and it got to the point where I just got fed up. I couldn't deal with spending 5 hours trying to put something together, especially when I have a full-time job to worry about and other things. And it just got to the point where it's like, what the hell? How do I do this? How do I maintain this? And as a result, that's when we started to get to these points in times where I just totally forgot about this channel. And as a result, when I ever tried to come back and reboot it, it just came to be a nice vicious cycle of, man, this isn't feeling like it did back then. man, this isn't feeling like it did back then, because I would look at the numbers and I recall very clearly the problem of the numbers game a long while back, and I kept looking at the numbers. That would be one thing that would bring me down and make me think, man, should I even do this? Every time, not just the first, every time. And that was one big, like, motivation killer. But at the same time, I kept kind of blaming myself, blaming this, blaming that, blaming something. But at the same time, it's not really anybody's fault. It's basically the thing I didn't realize all this time is that I suffer from a very well seated inferiority complex, and as a result, I'm just coming out and saying it because it's good to finally have an answer to what's been going on. And since I have been doing so many things pretty much behind the scenes where I just have been focusing more on my life and building it up more and more, it's just gotten to the point where it's like, all right, so are you really that inferior now? Do you really feel like you can't do this, you can't do that? And another thing is that I'm kind of feeling or viewing this channel in such a way where it's like I have to do it, I want to do it, etc., etc. And it's just like, dude, just chill out. Just take it easy. You're not getting paid for this. This isn't a way of living. This is something you do for fun. This is something that you did for fun. And there is really no monetary or whatever gain. This is just something that you do off on the side. And I feel now that I kind of had a recollection of, wow, I've been kind of basically doing this. I've been releasing a video. Oh, it got a lot of views. Awesome. I feel good about myself. Same thing for the next one. Same for the next one. Oh, this didn't get as many views. Oh, no. Oh, crap. And then find some ways to try to garner more people, etc., etc. It's really crazy how your mind works sometimes, and how it can sometimes be your worst enemy when you least expect it. And it's even weirder when it's those times where you're thinking you're getting a good bit out of your life, when it's just like you're just going in a cycle. And the fact that it took me so long to realize this, but at the same time, it's kind of like a relief. Like, I just found the answer to some of my major problems and hangups in life. And it's just like, dude, look what the things that you've done in your existence. Look at what you have accomplished. And I feel like looking at that, it's just like, wow, what have I been doing? Why have I been beating myself up? Why is the channel's past ruining its future right now? Because, oh man, I had a lot more views and everything. Man, people really liked me back then. But at the same time, I look at the old content, it's like, why am I saying all this crap? Why do I have so much preference to swearing my face off? And to be fair, it's interesting how it works sometimes, but now I kind of had a chance to sit down, kind of had a chance to recollect, and what I've decided is that this channel is not dead. It is not dying, or I guess you could say it was dying, but now it's going to rise from what I would like to say are the ashes of its past, because the past had different motivations, different feelings behind it, different concepts that I felt weren't really true to myself exactly, or it didn't have an exact way of thinking. Because I did those videos not so much to entertain and everything. I wanted to help people, because Deep down inside, I noticed how when I played games with my friends, sometimes they would have a lot of trouble with certain parts, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, we can just do this," or I would just kind of, I don't know, the fact that my complex allowed or had me play video games all the time, I usually ended up being a little bit better because than my friends at it, and as a result, it didn't help me bring them together or my that let me rephrase it. It didn't help bridge things, I'd say, because it felt like we were on two different planes. Like I play all these video games, and they're like, dude, let's just do something else." So I think what I have to say is that I think my motivations of the past and how they just came a hang up when to try to make videos for you guys and upload them just didn't kind of meet it well with what I'm thinking now, especially my feelings now, because honestly, right now, I really, really, really want to make more videos, and I don't mean this as oh, I just want to get more attention, etc., etc. No, I honestly want to make things that help people out. I want to do something that is positive, something that can add to this crazy existence that we're living in right now. Right now, with all the pandemics, all the just it's just scary in a way. It's just kind of funny too, because I swear to God, I felt like I came across this point where I made a video and it had Terranigma, and just watching that intro just kind of made me think, and it's just like, man, something's up. And now it's kind of coming more true, and it's scary. So I feel honestly that I should probably just sit back and think about some of the things I've done in the past and just try to stop focusing on the past and making excuses on, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Um, because honestly, I don't have time to waste telling myself that I can't do this or I didn't do that. So I honestly want to kind of come back to this. I kind of want to sit down, take a bit like an hour at least to put up a video, and pretty much what I'm seeing here is if I get back to this, I need to have a plan, like a really, really good plan. And I can't just keep half-assing it if I do want to make this a thing. And what I would like to look into is right now I've already changed my video editor because the one that I used to use also gave me some hangups, also made it really hard to power through, and I felt like I needed a change. I needed something different, something that would help me say, this is a new start, Steven. You can get going now. And with all the things that I have been accumulating lately, it feels weird not to share any of it. Because, like, I have all these collection of games, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have not seen most of them, especially the younger audience, because we have quite a history of video games, like a very large history that seems to just keep growing and growing, and now it's becoming more and more mainstream. And yet, right now we just have these mainstream games that are trying to be or trying to remake the old school, and it's crazy how some of that appeal just explodes. And I feel what I should do with this channel is not just talk about the old games, not just show them off, but also to kind of help out people that might have a little rough time going for them mentally, physically, whatever, and just kind of help each other out here, because it's a very difficult time. And unfortunately, it's just a time that I wish could go away, but it's going to take a lot of that time to heal, to kind of reflect and understand the next steps, because it's gonna stay this way for a while, I imagine. And I think the one way that we could do it is just try to find ways to just share a little bit more positive vibes with one another, because I learned that with the inferiority complex, we're always looking for the flaws, always finding ways to beat myself up, and that doesn't help. So why do that when you can do the opposite? And I think the way I could do that is to just kind of be more outward towards my positivity, is, and stop being as critical. I mean, I'm still going to be critical because it's always good to have that skeptical eye from time to time, but at the same time, it's also good to uh, understand and appreciate the positive things in life, like for instance, successes, accomplishments, not just of oneself but of others, because we all could lift each other up. It's not something that's difficult, and I do feel that each person has their strengths and weaknesses and has something that another can learn from it. So at this point, I really hope you guys enjoyed this little story, this little understanding, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get things back on track, and with that comes uploading, and uploading is certainly a thing I need to start doing a little bit more of. So expect some more videos coming up here sooner than later, and I think the way it's going to kind of work is I'm going to try to focus on putting up streams a little bit more, streaming more, and also trying to find like games I really want to discuss and go over and explain to you guys, because there's a lot of games I would love to share with you guys. And I think what's coming into mind right now is that since I heard some wonderful news about a game getting a sequel, if you guys are not familiar with Bloodstain, it is making its rounds as of late, because Konami unfortunately has lost sight of the things that made them Konami, and as a result, we don't have the really cherishable things that they have to offer, except if you're gambling, which I'm not that much of a gambler, to be frank. So if you guys looking forward to some content, I am planning to stream Bloodstain Curse of the Moon, and I'm planning to kind of do everything. Like, it's going to be a stream on everything, and I really look forward to playing that game again, because I played the crap out of that game when I was trying to do every little thing, and I was like, you know what, let's play on it. I did finish one part of it, but there are other parts that I did not cover because that hang up, man. That hang up. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through I'm pretty much going to do everything that is possible in that game. And then once that stream's all said and done, I'll pop that right up alongside alongside Arc-Rise Fantasia, because that game is just close to being finished and uploaded, and it's taken me 5 years, guys. You know how insane that is, to spend 5 years uploading a game? It feels like 5 years. I don't even know if it is. It feels more like 3, but why the hell not? Let's add a few more years. That's how it's been feeling for me lately. So I think what's going to happen, guys, is we're going to slowly build things back up, slowly understand what's coming next with this channel. And as always, I would love to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys have to add, because I don't think this is going to be just a solo project. This is going to be something that's going to require some advice, some understanding, some even some feedback and critique, because critique is a very valuable tool if handled in a constructive way. And if you learn from what people have to say and build yourself off of that, at times you will become a stronger person, because there's no such thing as growth without adversity, because you're always going to run into adversity in this on this planet. It's pretty much written in life structure, because if you do not have any hardships, how the hell are you growing? That's basically how I put it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this little talk, or at least this news that I had to offer, and I really look forward to finally shaking off the old demons and the hang-ups of my past, and kindly get this crap running again, because jeez, man, I've just been sitting in a waller for too long when it comes to this channel. So hope you guys have a great June or have just a great summer day, because summer's just started now and it's getting hot already. So thanks for watching, or at least listening. Have a great day. Again, if you have any comments, complaints, compliments, etc., just let me know. I just want to hear what you guys have to say first and foremost. And let's just try to make a discussion of it. So have a great day, guys. Adios.